Good evening. This is the veteran from Trinity, friends. Today and yesterday and the day before, ICE have been carrying out a lot of raids nationwide. Okay. Um, they have already started all over the country. ICE is raiding and deporting people. Right now, they have started people with the people from Mexico, El Salvador, Nicaragua, and those places. All these Hispanic places, they've started raiding because Trump has said he's going to deport over 1 million illegals. You know, and he has the right to do that. He's president, and he has the right to do that. I don't think it's good policy the way he's carrying out on it. You know, to me, this is one man's opinion. I think he's trying to ethnically cleanse the country. And what I mean by that, right now, he's starting with the Hispanics. And next, after the Hispanics, he's going to start with the blacks. And when I talk about the blacks, he's probably going to start with the Haitians. He's going to start with the Somalians, Nigerians, and everything. So, right now, there reported at least 3,860 Nigerians. A lot of countries he's going to be attacking are African countries. Right now a minority. I personally think he's attacking minorities. Because if you go on the internet and check out the non-citizen on the ICE non-detained docket with final orders of removal, country of citizenship. You have a large Agastani. You have people from Albania, Angola, Argentina, Armenia, Australia, Azerbaijan, the Bahamas, Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica, all these countries, plus Botswana. Or if you look at all these countries, all these are minorities. The majority are minorities. In my opinion, this is the way it started in Europe in the 30s. Remember, the first thing they did was they elected a petty criminal Austrian painter. And you know what came after that? You know, I see a lot of this similarities, and I'm scared it would happen here. I may be wrong, but this is just one man's opinion. We got to be very careful because we also have a large contingency of Chinese. You know, and it seems that he's trying to make this country white again. You know, I'm not a racist, but I'm just telling people what it seems to be happening. You know, so look out. People might say, "Oh, Prince, you claiming racism, stuff like that." But if you go there and look at, you see all the countries. All these countries, the majority are colored people. You know, the Republic of China has some like 37,000 people out there. Colombia has 27,000 plus. Costa Rica, and then I don't know what we're gonna do with the Cubans. The Cubans have something like 42,084. We have a hell of a time sending them back to Cuba. You know, I was playing with YouTube yesterday, and I don't know the name of the lady. YouTuber is her name is Boule, and when I heard her remarks, I kind of laughed. No, what she said was, when these Africans came over, a lot of them, like Somalians, they end up in Minnesota, and a lot of them end up in Rhode Island and other places because they wanted to get away from the American blacks. But since Trump instituted his immigration crackdown, a lot of them have started going to places like Atlanta, Georgia, so they can blend in. I thought that was funny because some Africans have a tendency not to like American black. So I can help myself. I had to laugh. You know, it's a serious matter, but in everything serious, you can't take yourself serious all the time. So you gotta have a little fun, you know. But this is serious business, you know. Stephen Miller and his companies, things have gotten bad. People might, as I said before, might think I'm a racist, but I'm not. If you look at just last weekend, Elon Musk he went out there, and as far as I know, the Nazi salute was given. Then a few days later, he met with these German people, and they was telling him that they shouldn't be worried about what happened in the past. Look forward because what happens really happens. What you have to understand is history has a tendency to repeat itself. In Europe, in the early 30s, people stood by and did nothing. And what happened? I may be an alarmist, but you know, things could happen. This could happen. So people need to take this thing serious. You know, I mean it seriously. Look at the attacking the Caribbean, even my country, Trinidad and Tobago. I am hoping. Well, all my people that are here, I believe. I may be wrong, but I leave all of them straight. You know, the thing about it, I can't really judge United States for what they're doing because my family, we followed the rules when we came here, and we always been law-abiding citizens. We've had a few relatives that did some bad things, and they've been punished for it. But overall, we have been good citizens. So, you know, Trinidad, going back, if you have to go back, well, it's not too bad. You don't have the government; they will take care of you as the best they can, you know. But I believe the government has the right to get rid of criminals and stuff like that. If you come to somebody else's country, you got to follow their rules. You know, you got to follow the rules. But I think United States can do better just some of these people could come up here and they work, they contribute to Social Security, and they're never going to collect. So sure, have a little compassion. If you gotta get them, give them time to get out. Just don't throw people out and stuff like that. You know. But I don't know what to say. It's there's laws and there's laws. Other countries like Thailand, they have you just can't come across the border without registering and stuff like that. You know. So I see I'm on the list. I have Canada. I am surprised. Canada's our next door neighbor. Why would there be any problems with the Canadians? You know, I know a lot of Trinidadians come here and they end up going up to Canada. Oh my gosh! I didn't realize we had so many Haitians. We have over 32 thousand Haitians. You know, and the Indians. Oh my gosh, the Indians. They've been thrown. I guess Indians have been thrown all everywhere possible. I remember when Idi Amin threw the Indians out. Now Canada is throwing the Indians out. Everywhere you go, you have the Indians. You know, but I don't know what this is. We have a few Germans on the list. You know, so I believe this is my opinion that every right now the president says basically he's starting with criminals, but and if you're caught with a criminal and you're also a legal alien, you're going, and that's just the way. If you know somebody's a criminal, stay away. You know, you're guilty by association. You know, so a lot of these illegal immigration, their relatives voted for Trump. I had to laugh because there was one guy in Florida. His wife was an immigrant, and he's a Trump supporter, and they deported his wife. So he's begging President Trump to make an exception. But I'm laughing. You vote. You know, I tell people, elections have consequences. I didn't vote for him, but I try to warn people. One of my videos was, is American gonna elect a fascist president? And one of my lowest viewed videos. I try to warn people. I also did a video telling before the election, think before you vote. Think before you vote. A lot of people said wanted this. We get rid of all these illegal aliens and stuff like that. This country is going to go to hell if we don't have some immigrants. You know, especially working in some of these fields, the cabbage picking, you know, slaughterhouses. Oh my gosh. A lot of Americans, citizens don't want to work in these industries. It's going to hurt. The thing Trump also said he wanted to. This is how bad things are getting. Like a concentration camp, he plans to have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo. Some of you guys don't realize that some of your next door neighbors are illegal immigrant. Some people have turned them in, but some of them, you know, are doing jobs that you don't want to do. Okay, so I'm just saying, be careful what you wish for. You know. Now, one of the things is I am not encouraging or agreeing with anybody coming here. When he came here and he's sneaking the country, I can understand. I understand where you're coming from, but sometimes you have to follow the rules. And if you break the rules, you have to pay the consequences. But I believe this administration is doing this as an ethnic cleansing because they're going after a lot of African countries. A lot of African countries are being cleaned. A lot of Muslim countries. A lot of things. This is an excuse for ethnic cleansing. That is one man's opinion. I know I'm going to get a lot of nasty comments, but I'm sorry. But this is just what I believe. So, you know, if you don't agree with me, okay. But don't be writing and saying, "Hey, I'm un-American, I'm on this," or savages me. This is just one man's opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion here in the United States. That's what we fought for. You could disagree with me. I'm not going to get mad. I know I'll probably get some threats, but hey, you know, I went over there. I was ready to fight for everybody's freedom. And one thing about the United States, you have the right to express yourself. You know, if I was called to serve again, I would serve. That's part of being a good citizen. You don't have to agree with everything that's being done in your country. That's why we're different. That is why a lot of people want to come here. You know, because believe it or not, we may have our faults, but the United States is still a great country. So, my fellow Americans, let's see what the next 4 years brings us. So, for you, those of you who agree with me, give me a like or subscribe. I could use some more subscribers. So, this is the Veteran for 20. Enjoy your day, and God bless.